One day I was on a bus that in Ecuador, and the buses that go between the counties, or they go longer distances, kind of like a Greyhound bus. And as I was seated there, it was some of the earlier times I was here. I was the only person from North America there, and everyone else was basically from Ecuador or Latin American immigrants. And there was a movie on. Now see, what happens on the buses, they put movies on to entertain the people constantly. But the movies are always, they're from the States, and they are movies that have the highest level of violence and language and all of that content. Now those movies have their place, in life. I'm not here to criticize them, but on a public bus where people simply just want to enjoy maybe some quiet time or some time to catch some sleep, or it's played loud so everyone can hear it, including all the little kids. And this is for people who, especially in those times with less access to the internet, this would be their experience of what life is like in the States. It's a big movie with all of this, how we make those types of movies. It's the shock effect, the drama to capture all of our senses and emotions and take you on a ride that's not really how life really is. And as I sat there on the bus, I just got so discouraged sitting there thinking to myself that I just bring a different message, and not just kind of on the faith side, because I do that, but on the national side, what it is to be a person from the States. What is life like there? What is culture there? And I bring that with me. And you're a bit of an ambassador. And you see all of that, and it's just kind of the opposite message of what I'm trying to say. So I was sitting there just discouraged. It's got everyone's attention. It's going on for the whole ride. Kids are hearing, F-bombs and all of this stuff. And in the middle of my little pity discouragement, just a thought came to me, and it was the thing that really kind of lifted me up from that, was that, you know what? The people who make those movies, the people who act in them, produce them, distribute them, they ain't on the bus. See, they won't come to actually live with these people. So all of those things that they're seeing and taking in, the visuals and the audios, it gets in, but only to a certain level. See, I'm actually on the bus. I'm actually there. See, I'm not just giving them a production that I've made, and I'm not just giving them sound and video. I'm actually giving them myself. I'm actually there in my person. And you know what? Because I am there, my presence there, and whatever I say, it goes deeper. See, what is received in the movies and all that stuff gets in, but it can only get into a certain level. It's because it's not just words that can get into us, it's actions. Actions speak deeper than words. And when you decide to be with someone, or you decide not to be with someone, that speaks more deeply than what you say about your desire to be with them or not. It speaks more deeply as to what you say about whether you care about them and they matter or not. And all of our actions that we do, how we live our life, it speaks more deeply into the human heart than the words that we might speak. Now, see, people won't change. None of us will change unless the voice comes from the inside. It can't be something that comes from the outside, or just the outside. Because to be authentic, it has to be something that gets down to the root of us. And that has to be congruent, that voice on the inside, with whatever actions we're going to do that extend to doing whatever we might do. So voices that come from the outside, they get to a certain level, but they can't reach into the inside. Only actions can reach to the depth of the person. And when words come from the outside, if they have backed up, or first they have the bed made for them by actions, then those words can actually get all the way in. So in other words, words and actions can work together, or they can work against themselves. And if your actions are there that can reach to the depth of a person, and then your words reflect those actions, those words can actually get all the way into a person. And when your words reflect your actions, that's integrity. You would say authenticity. And the reality is that we all resonate with integrity and authenticity because we all have a deep desire for it. At some level at the bottom, we want integrity. That's what makes us whole and complete. That's what really is making us move along in life in some way, to find it to some degree. And that's what's going to bring us happiness. So when words reflect actions and actions reflect words, that then is a situation that can reach inside to the depth of a person. So if we want our words to be heard, we have to first live it and have our words come out of what we live. So change, when there's a big tension in society, someone demands change, things have to change. There's a bad fruit that's shown up. People have lost lives. People are suffering. And it's kind of like I'm here at this bridge. So this is the footbridge that crosses the river Guayabamba. See if you can, I want to see in your view, make sure it's capturing it. There's the footbridge that crosses over. So if you get this side over here, and you get that side over there, and there's a river going through it, and you get people on one side and people on the other side. So what happens is, you can have this situation where people on this side say over to the people on that side, hey, you got to change. And the people on that side, they say to the people on this side, hey, you got to change. And I might say to people on this side too, like, hey, you guys got to change. And people are pointing at each other to change, How are we going to make change? We're going to do things differently. But if I want people to cross over the bridge and go to the other side, I have to do it first. I can't tell someone to cross over and be different and do different unless I do it first. And then when I do it first, then as I'm crossing over now, here you can see we'll go for a little walk over the bridge. The bridge wags, it bounces. So you can see I don't know how old this bridge is, but this is used every day and people cross over it every day. But see, I'm crossing over the bridge myself, and when I get to the other side and I spend time in the other side and I listen and accompany on the other side, then I can go back and I can say to people that are on that side, I've crossed over and I'm here back. I can accompany you to go as well. I can show you how to change. I can show you how to enter into the world of the other, to listen, and to discover something new that can make real change. And I'll accompany. So the words, if we want people to change and to become a certain way, we have to first do it ourselves. And then we blaze a path, we show a path of what that is. And it lives inside of us. And then we can turn around to other people and say, hey, I've walked this path, and I'm willing to come back and accompany you on it as well. Follow me. That's authenticity. That's integrity. And then that's what reaches into the depth of a person. In that space where real long-term change, in the seeds of social and cultural change for equality, the eliminating of racism and the isms can show up. So here I am on the other side. Thankfully, the dogs are not loose today, because that can happen too. And we'll catch up in the next words.